All right, and welcome to another episode of the Zero1 Shootout here on the JTR Podcast Network. This is Mark Rebin coming to you from the Noodles position in Champaign, Illinois, joined as always by my buddy Minderz. And Minderz, we got quite a bit to talk about today. We got an eventful past Thursday evening. We got Summer Beatdown coming up Saturday. We got a very interesting guest coming on with us.
I'm so
But the
excited.
yeah,
So excited. So excited. It'll be fun
uh,
today.
I think the question on everybody's mind, though, Minderz, is have you reunited with your spoon?
I have, but it's in the wash right. It's in the sink to be washed right now.
Are you suggesting that I sullied it somehow, that you needed to
I
wash it?
watched you scratch your back with it.
Nothing wrong with it. It's my back. It's not like I scratched my butt with it.
That I know of that wasn't on camera.
Stacy's in the back's like, or did you? I did. I promise I did not.
Uh-huh. No,
That's why
I'm
I
with
got. That's
Stacy
why I
on
got
that one.
this. You get a little more action with this one.
Yep. Hey, I made it back from Florida.
Yay!
No, I'm sure you're super excited. At least you don't have to see the pool in the background anymore.
Yeah. Did you leave it in good shape for Marvin when you left?
No, we destroyed it. He's going to be having to pay a little bit for that one.
It's payback for the flag.
It's payback for the flag, and it's payback for being kind of a jerk to me. So yeah,
Was he not a good host?
no, he sucked. It was terrible.
Oh, that Marvin.
Although if somebody does need a place to stay in Florida, I'll hook you up. I've got the hookup now. So
Oh, there you go.
and no, it's not at Marvin's Chateau. Why are you dying? You're dying over there, and it's kind of cracking me up.
Just the fact it was just an innocuous like jab during the comments last week, and then
And now
everybody
it's a
just
thing.
ran with it. Everybody just took to it like a fish to water.
I know it's kind of scary, but whatever. It's fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, well, if you can't have fun at your expense, then what's the fun of having fun at your expense?
Right, exactly. If I can't make fun of myself, who's going to make fun of me?
Well, that's why I'm here.
Oh, okay. Do we have some business to take care of this week? Because I didn't watch it, and I really want to know what he said on this one.
Oh, I haven't watched it either. Our buddy Dallas sent us in a fun fact. We kind of retooled the intro though. Since technically there's not no low lives anymore.
And
So
shout out to Dallas, because I got that yesterday. Like, completely forgot it was Tuesday, because since we didn't get back from Florida till Monday, completely forgot. He sent it. I was like, oh, oh yeah, it is Tuesday.
All right. So should we go ahead and throw this up here, Minder, so we can see what old Dallas had to say?
Yes, please. I want to see what Dallas had to say.
All right. Here we go.
Hello, sinners and Zero1 Shootout fans. It's your boy, Dallas Preacher, back again with another fun fact of the week. And this week, we are on the road in search of some dope wrestling memorabilia. And since we are doing that this week, I figured the fun fact of the week should come from the collector world. So, one of the rarest WWE, or at the time WWF, wrestling action figures was the Hasbro yellow card Kamala with the moon on belly. So the other versions that aren't worth as much have just the 2 stars on the chest. But the one with the belly moon that also has a card is estimated with a value of over $22,000. So that's a fun fact for you collectors out there. And this fact has been brought to you by the one and only Preacher Man. And you know how it goes. In the place where God and the devil shake hands.
I think I remember that figure coming up on an episode of Ms. and Mrs. when Miz had to buy it for Cardona because
Go figure.
he wasn't there.
Go figure.
I see what you did there.
What?
Go figure. You're making a pun, Minderz.
Not me. Why would I do that?
Oh my goodness. All right. So should we just get right into it, Minderz? Talk about last Thursday.
Sure, let's do that because I know our guest is going to be a little bit later. So if somebody checks in, want to hear Gwen will be on, but she's running a little bit late. So
yep, not a problem. We were given ample notice.
We were.
Yes. Hey, before we get into this, if you don't watch or listen to the Jumping the Rail podcast, check out last night's episode with
fun.
with Ricky Santana, especially you young wrestlers. Anytime you can listen to some like a veteran from the old territory days, it's always a good idea. Yeah, so many good stories.
Show him your new T-shirt idea. Show him your new T-shirt idea.
Oh, shoot, hang on.
Can you get it? We've got time to kill.
Yeah, where's my ears?
I'm hoping because it's really, yeah. Seriously, go back and listen to it because he actually was early, which was awesome.
Yeah, he came on right as soon as we started.
He did. We were shocked. We were like, okay, hi. We were caught off guard. It was great.
Yeah, and surprises are always nice.
They are.
But he made us he said something that it hit our ear. We thought, we ought to make this a T-shirt, and it's not officially submitted yet. But I was working on this today. Old school still rules. I put the little schoolhouse in the ring. It's I think that's a winner. I'm just trying to think of what color we need to make the T-shirt, Minderz.
Well, not yellow.
No, not yellow.
Not yellow.
We're not going Gold Life Gold on this one.
Yeah, please, let's not, because that was still yellow.
we could do black, but there's
ours
black elements.
Yeah,
but there's black elements there. I was thinking maybe a gray, maybe a charcoal. I don't know. I'm thinking.
All right. Well, you're the T-shirt guru, so I'm gonna let you just keep thinking.
I'll think on that one, and then yeah. So I thought about actually Minderz taking this little logo we got up in the corner here, making that a T-shirt for this month also.
I think you should, because we have all of my shirts.
That's true. Yeah. So I got the day off tomorrow. I'll get some of this stuff hammered out. Also working on a couple other nuggets for the JTR podcast network that are kind of in the works. So stay tuned for that. We'll keep you posted on what's going on there.
Can we tell them about tomorrow or about next Tuesday?
Tell everybody about next Tuesday, Minderz.
So next Tuesday, if you are a Jim Cornette fan, the people that have the X-Bombers out of Charleston that wrote the Get the Experience are going to be having a video release party.
Yes. Get the Experience is the theme song for the Jim Cornette Experience podcast, by the way. I'll throw that in there.
I was getting there.
Well, you kind of that's all right. Continue.
This is why you don't let me do this. This is why when you throw this at me, you're always like,
I need to behave. I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's fine.
Good, because I'm really not sorry.
I know you're not, but that's beside the point. But anyway, so now here's the thing. You're going to have to... what the hell is that?
It's my...
it's your duck.
My duck with the guitar.
Wait a minute.
He kind of looks like me.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, so you see my guitar duck with the fucktopus?
Yep. Anyway, so
and raise your wiener whistle.
I don't need the wiener whistle. Where'd Matt go? I was stepping on him earlier. I don't know where he went.
Let's just move on.
Okay.
Wait. Blown off the rails.
I'll raise you a corny, bloody variant. Anyway, I know it's good. You got to remind me where it's going to be in Mahomet. The release party is going to be in Mahomet. Where's it at again? Chop House.
Chop House.
In Mahomet, 6:00. They're having wrestling trivia. 6:30 is
their big premiere of the video.
The big premiere. So that's where we will be next week, and we're super excited about it.
Next Tuesday.
Yes, not on Wednesday. On Tuesday.
Right. So if you were in the Mahomet area, you ought to come check it out. They were really cool to have on the podcast.
So fun.
and they're local, so
They are.
it's well, see if they know Devontae.
Oh, they might. Wonder if Devontae knows them.
He may. You never know.
He might. Okay, what are we going to get into? Because we got some time.
Right. Well, let's talk Thursday Night Throwdown from this past Thursday night.
Okay, here's the thing. How about... Nah, I'm trying to think how we could do this, where we could let Gwen talk about her matches. I guess we can always hold them off until she gets on.
Well, we can do our thing now, then just circle back around.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how to keep us on the rails to an extent.
Well, we still have to make picks for Saturday.
I know.
And for tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, but in the meantime, let's talk about the marathon that was Anakin Murphy versus the Angler to kick off Thursday Night Throwdown.
The 30-second match.
Yeah.
Was it even 30?
I didn't have my stopwatch out, but it was not a long one.
Not a long one.
Anakin Murphy maybe had to change his name to St. Louis Joe after.
Yes. Yes, and he he did one of my favorite spots. It's called the Joe Walkaway. Well, hello, Noodles.
Hello, Noodles. May I help you?
She wants to show her butt off. Yeah, I gotta show my butt off. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the whole Joe Walkaway was awesome. It made me chuckle.
Oh, me too. Hey, first thing I did, I sent you a message as soon as I saw it.
Yep, you did, and then I was like, "Yep, saw it." I was waiting for you to message me.
I need you to sit and not on the keyboard, please. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Look at my tail. Okay. So then Kenny comes out.
Yes. And we got an impromptu grudge match, I guess we can call it.
But this time it was a different outcome.
Yes, it was. So Anakin evened it up. He got the win on Kenny.
So I wonder if we're going to get a third. So we've got 1-1 now. So
I kind of think we have to, don't we?
We have
at some point.
We'd have to.
Do you think Papa Pullman was taking notes on the match with the Angler?
Oh, I'm sure he was. You know, it would be really nice if Anakin goes back and tells Papa Pullman about the Angler.
Yeah, but they're not on the best term. Papa slapped Anakin at Decatur.
Yeah, well, you know, a
lot of people might say he had it coming.
You always love your son, regardless.
That's true.
So.
Yeah. What are you doing? She's pitiful.
It kind of is.
She's mad. She's mad because somebody ran the vacuum earlier today, and she doesn't.
She doesn't like the vacuum. I get that.
Yep. I bet your Sugar's the same way.
She attacks the mop. It's great.
Oh, that's true. They've already had 4 matches. So I think you're talking more just in this present issue.
Yes, just in the present issue, Papa.
You knocked over Fonzie's whistle.
All right. Let's move on. Let's keep it rolling.
All right. Shoot. Theo and Noah was next, right?
Nope. Good guess though.
I'm trying to go off of the crawl, but it went right past me, right where I needed it to be.
Bradley.
House and Bradley. There we go. Bradley Finger.
Yes.
That's what I call him when we're talking about TNT, because there's Bradley Todd, there's Brad Smithman, and then there's Bradley.
I know there's a lot of Brads.
There's a lot of Brads there.
But
I didn't expect him to need to take a coffee break in the middle of the match.
I didn't either. But Bradley probably wanted to face the best Max W. House that he could. So, you know, Max W. House needs his coffee.
Well, yeah. It's like if Bluto gave Popeye his spinach.
Right. Exactly.
And I know what you were hoping for, Minderz.
I was hoping, but I'm not gonna say it because we got in trouble last week. We got in trouble last week. Bradley thought you were mad at him.
Oh, I'm not mad at Bradley. I told you I had some constructive criticism.
I know. We need to make sure
no,
we talk
Bradley,
to him.
if you're listening, I'm not mad at you, Bradley.
Because I got to ask if you had heat with him. I was like, not that I know of.
I'm not qualified to have heat with anybody at the moment.
I claim to have heat with people, but we all know that's not true.
Well, you have heat with Anakin because he called your mama a name.
That's the yeah, an old hag. Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, she sees a little bug flying around.
Is it a cicada?
No, it's
those
like
things are so obnoxious.
It's like a little fruit fly or something.
Anyway,
But
Bradley
in
won.
Hunting mode. Yes.
Bradley won.
Bradley. Oh.
And of course, Quest was it. What? Oh. Well, that's earlier than we expected.
Yeah. Well, Minderz, you want to do the honors here?
Sure. Our guest tonight is, for the first time, Gwen Neodonna. Uh-oh. Hello.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Are we having technical issues here?
Are you there? We're trying.
Hey, never a dull moment.
Never.
It's usually us having
Gotta love
issues.
technical difficulties, right? Can you hear us, Gwen? We cannot hear you. Are you on mute? All right, Reb. Fix it.
Hello. Is that it?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. I have the wrong mic.
All right.
It's fine. We get this all the time. Don't worry about it.
I'm supposed to be a professional.
Oh, we're not. So
it happens on our end all the time. So you are good.
Well, we're so excited to have you on today, Gwen.
Of course,
And
it's glad to be here.
So we need to know, because I know you're kind of a transfer from down around North Carolina. So
Yes.
kind of wanting to know, okay, how did you get your start and who were the people you looked up to, like growing up watching wrestling? Or did you grow up watching wrestling?
Yes. When I was about, I want to say 4-ish, my brother exposed me to wrestling for the first time, and I have a very vivid memory. It was of I believe Raw. In a segment with Edge and Jeff Hardy. It was the one where they set off the pyrotechnics in Jeff's face, and that's the most like early memory of wrestling I have. And as a Carolina girl, obviously Jeff Hardy was a big influence. When I decided I want to become a wrestler, the two people who inspired me there was Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles. And those are two people I very much obviously look up to. In terms of like people I've like idolized in wrestling, it's been so many. Obviously, I do Jeff Jarrett's Finish the Stroke, so that bit has. I love Jeff Jarrett matches. It's such a dumb bit, but I love it so much.
That's always the best, though. That always keeps everybody on their toes. So
absolutely. I mean, I go Bree-woo and everyone goes, "Oh, okay."
So where did you start training at down in North Carolina?
5-Star Pro Wrestling under LeBron Cozone. Trained there for about 2 years before. The plan was for me to transfer over to Carolina Wrestling Academy, which I would have been training under Kobe Carino and my good friend and Goon Squad member, Bojack. But unfortunately, around that time, I got injured. And so when I came back, the plan was I was going to pick up there. But then, despite him becoming a bit of a sour soul, Anakin Murphy had a lot to do with me moving to the Midwest, and so I did do that, and now I'm here.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're here. So
yes.
So I want to ask you, because one of the main reasons we had you on this month is for Pride, because we figured it would be fitting.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask, what is it like being a wrestler with pride and being able to express that more now?
Mm-hmm. Especially since I started in North Carolina, it's the South. And lucky me, it's Greensboro, so it's not too bad. But being from the South, there's a lot of prejudice against folk like me, and I recognize that going in to being a wrestler. Like when I was technically my career starts in 2016. I don't really acknowledge that because I wasn't properly trained. I was just in like the back of a church. But I was not allowed to be wasn't allowed to be myself. I hadn't even realized certain things regarding my gender at the time. So when the time came when I was properly trained and I was allowed to make my debut, it was a big deal because there were people in the crowd who hadn't come out yet to their parents and used me as like, hey, you see her, I'm like her. It's, for me, being able to be in wrestling, be a transgender woman, be a queer person in wrestling, and help so many wrestlers, inspire so many wrestlers. Like I'll have wrestlers who I barely know through Twitter. They'll like DM me and be like, "You inspired me to come out and be myself." One of the first shows that I worked with my friend Kid Bandit. She's a sweetheart. She comes up to me like a few shows later and was like, "Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something." And turns out I had kind of inspired her to come out and be herself. And so like being able to be in wrestling and inspire other people, it's really lovely and really nice. And it's part of why I still do this to begin with, because like my relationship with wrestling has been rocky, especially like during the time I had an injury. But like being able to like look out and see people who are inspired by me, it means the world. So being able to be a wrestler, being a queer wrestler, it's really good. It's the bad things I get, I feel like are outweighed by the love and affection and support I get.
Well, it's inevitable. You're going to come across small minds, especially.
Yes.
Yeah, it's inevitable. But that's the nicest way I can put that.
Yeah.
One of our buddies, Bari, he just put up representation is important. I love my rainbow family. And the fact that you mentioned Kid Bandit, you're going to be like our buddy AJ's like new favorite, completely always favorite wrestler now, because he is in love with Kid Bandit. So
yes, Bandit is such a lovely person. I met her from I was helping out the early DPW tapings, got to work a few. Her just became a really good friend, and I'm seeing her. I know right now she's on the shelf, so I hope she gets well soon, so me and her can finally have our match that we've been wanting to have. That almost kind of happened, but then didn't happen. So
it sucks when that happens.
Yeah.
Reb, you got anything you want to add there, bud?
Well, I kind of want to get into this past Thursday. You had the match with LDLC in Edgewood, and didn't quite go your way that time around. But what's your take on working with some of these young guys in Edgewood that are coming up?
I think so a mini rant here. I do not like Dios has beaten me 3 times. And that upsets me because I've been in this business since 2020. I debuted in 2021. I've been at this for 3 years. And that despite my injury, it's like I thought coming into the West, it would be like, yeah, I got this. You know, I'm going to do all these good things. And then the DLC, I don't know that well, has beaten me 3 times, which makes me question, he just that good? Am I just that bad? I like to think the former just because, like, you don't want to think bad of yourself. But when it comes to these new kids, especially like the ones I'm meeting backstage at these Zero1 shows, I can tell they have a lot of drive, a lot of want to do this. And I think it's always wrestling's always evolving and changing. It's always nice to see new faces around. Like despite my personal issues of DLC, I have the world of respect for him, and those personal issues are just because he's beaten me. There's no like story backstage or anything like that. It's just that this kid's beaten me 3 times, but like
you
look
should have
back.
been a smart aleck and asked him where his mask was at.
You're right. Camaro got my respect for that. But
Heck yeah.
brother came in there mismatched, and I was like, But when I go backstage and I see folk like the Glitch, like the Angler, and I see the Drive, it makes me want to keep going, because like if this kid DLC can beat me 3 times, someone who has experience, has trained with some of the very best wrestlers there are, in my opinion, then I need to set my game up, because this younger generation is going to try to surpass my generation. And then obviously the same way I'm trying to surpass the generation before me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say I'm going to give you a shout out for the Cher Horowitz throwback wrestling gear, because every time you wear the yellow plaid, I'm always like, it's the Cher gear. I love
it. There's a lot of little references in each of my gears. My purple and black gear is a Daphne tribute.
Nice.
My original black and white gear that I wear sometimes with the Pride colors, it's just meant for like, it's mainly, it was kind of Spider-Gwen, but also I wanted to throw my Pride colors on there because it was my debut gear. And then my red and black is like, I think the only gear that's not a reference at the moment, which I have more being made by someone who also has had become a little bit sour. One Victor Analog is designing me some stuff I'll be able to wear soon. Is depending on whether or not he wants to continue doing business, considering his recent change of heart.
Yeah. And you were saying, I know you have the beef with DLC or whatever, but some of your favorite matches of mine have been you and Anakin, you and Luminary.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those matches. Yeah, don't ever think that you're not good, because you are. We've been watching you since you showed up. So
well, the match with Kat at the Fallout show.
Yeah.
Yes, Kat. Kat is someone I consider to be my best friend within professional wrestling, and that was my first match back from injury. So, and that was before I even actually moved to the Midwest. I was still living in North Carolina. I was up there because I was like looking at my room. And I get a message from Anakin. Ironically, that night is when Anakin and his brother. I love Kenny Calix, by the way, big Kenny Calix guy. But I get a text from Anakin like, "Hey, pull up. I want to see you wrestle." And then my first match on TNT was Anakin, and those matches I've had with him. I will say I need to address it. I had him pinned that second match, but my own hubris, I pulled his leg back too far, and that's on me. But I had him, so I need that match. I need that match again sometime, maybe not too soon, because But Anakin is overstate how important Anakin is to me being moving to Indiana and then coming to Illinois on a weekly basis. And then that first match, I was so worried. Can I still go? Can I still do this? It's been a year and a half since I stepped in a ring properly, and I've lost. I'll give Kat that, but me and her, I love her to death. Chronically Online for life, but we need to run that back. And you mentioned, I think there's a very big elephant in the room when you mention the Luminary, as it is no secret. Me and Lumi are, in fact, romantically involved, which may be a little bit shocking considering our different alignments on the side of good and bad. But that
See,
match,
the way we chalk that up, opposites attract. You just go with
exactly.
It. That's how that works.
See, that match was not planned. Like Ashlyn, I knew it was gonna happen eventually, obviously, but like that wasn't planned. Ashlyn got hurt. Message Gwen, hey, I don't even think she knew me and Luminary were involved. I get a message from her asking if I would fill in for her, and lo and behold, I did. And I definitely tried to get them off the game at one point, and I think I may have got myself a little bit off my game. It happens like that, unfortunately.
That's like my favorite thing to do whenever, especially, so BA and I have this love-hate relationship, if you haven't noticed. Like, we love to hate each other. So my favorite thing to do is whenever he comes out trying to be all Billy Badass, is I try to throw him off his game. So either I'll make some little snarky comment, or I'm the girl known for the signs. So my sign will say something snarky, and then I didn't make him a sign for what was it? Fallout. I didn't make him a sign. And he comes and he like makes a beeline straight for me, and he's like, "Where's my sign?" And I'm like, sorry. And he just starts laughing, and I'm like, "Yeah, you can't keep it together, can you?"
BA is a silly cat. From what little I know of him, he is all the talent in the world. It's just he's got that temper, and to be fair, it to beat Victor and I. So I'm glad you at least got him loosened up a little bit. I think that you making him laugh, that's what got him to win.
Well, let's hope. Although he won't see it that way. It was all him. That's all he ever sees. Hey, Reb, we got a question in the comments.
Oh, we do? Oh, hang on.
We do.
Oh, Papa Pullman's is in the chat.
Pullman.
Papa Pullman.
Papa Pullman. He says,
"Are you going to see the light someday?"
Action directed at me, asking if I would join light.
Yeah, I think that's what he's asking.
He's stirring the pot worse than you are, Minderz.
I know.
Loom has asked me in the past if I would like a position in the light, and it's the complicated question for me. I've done this whole song and dance of being, in my case, I was a leader of a group that is very. There's a certain word that Luminary doesn't like to throw around about their group, so I avoid it as well. But I was in a very similar situation that they were in. So unfortunately, it kind of led to some things happening to me that I can't get into, but put me into such a position that I did this part of probably why I got injured to begin with. So that group fizzling and disillusioning for me has given me complicated feelings about joining the light, because at the end of the day, it's like, you can't deny their success. I mean, look at Luminary alone. You're
fine. You're fine.
I do not know if I'm on curse, but you look
good.
at Luminary alone. Former Shining Light champion, Neodonna, your current 0-1 tag champs, and have been dominant within the reign. There's no denying their success, but right now, where I'm at, and just kind of how the league operates, which is not a knock at Lumi, I think may make some balance, but that's besides the point. I think that right now I may want to stay on my own. If that changes in the future, maybe. But I can tell you, I've asked me about it a few times. Thoughts have gone through my head about saying screw it and doing it, but I like connection I have with the fans at the moment, especially those in Edgewood. It feels very almost interpersonal, and I worry that aligning myself with, and this is again not a knock at Luminary, not a knock at Johnny, aligning myself with them might sour that relationship, because my thing is I want to be loved, I want to be adored, I want to be admired, and if I don't have that from the fans, well, what do I have?
Yeah, totally understand that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Then you got a Benjamin Trust who's the exact opposite. If people love him, then he doesn't know what to do with himself.
I'll say one thing about Benjamin Trust, and that's he's got a belt I really want, and eventually, hopefully, my win-loss record improves here, and I'll have oh yes, see the question in the comments.
Yep.
I
Good call, Reb.
I would love to go after one Benjamin Trust.
I think he's thrown out your name as to have a chance.
I believe he has. My name, Nixie as well, who Nixie's another person who has beaten me that I need to rectify that loss. But Benjamin Trust is definitely on my list. The title is high on the list. I mean, you look at who's held it: Reign Victoria, my dear sweet little Mary, Maxie Taylor. It's a very lovely lineage, very prestigious, and it's one that I hope to add my name to sooner than later, hopefully.
Hey, I'm all for it. I think we even mentioned to Trust that we thought you should get a chance for that belt. So
yes.
But you gotta watch out for Blimpy Boy.
I do,
especially if he starts swinging that briefcase around.
Yeah.
Who? Why is he still at the? Who allowed him to carry that briefcase? He already has the title.
Well, see, no, did you not see?
There's a loophole.
There's a loophole.
I know. I feel like that Zero1. This message is Zero1 management. Benjamin Trust cannot be trusted.
No, he can't be.
You let him keep that briefcase, and I promise you, he is going to cause so much havoc and mayhem to the point that dude might just go grab the heavyweight title as well. And I don't want to see that future. I don't want to see Ben Trust double champ, because as good as he is, him as double champ, imagine how annoying that entrance would be twice in one night.
We won't hear the end of it.
We'll never hear the end of it. I mean, I'm the main dweeb of the week every week, so, whatever. But, yeah, well, it's going to be kind of hard for him to carry that briefcase since he broke the handle the last time, waffling Carrot in the head with it the last show. But
what a fool.
That was supposed to be a new briefcase, too.
That was a new briefcase, and it already broke. So apparently it was cheap.
Honestly, where'd you get that briefcase from, brother? Come on now.
Oh, he had it made.
Yeah, he won't say where. But...
So he's not going to high quality briefcase.
Exactly.
What I'm hearing here. Benjamin, folks, you heard it here first. Benjamin Trust is broke. Spent all of his money on that cool leather jacket.
There you go. Oh, let's talk. Can we talk a little bit more about what I missed?
Quick, Papa Pullman has another comment. Says they need to strip him of the title, hold it up in a tournament.
Yeah, let me.
There you go.
Let me in that tournament.
Probably. Well, let's move. We were talking about Thursday night. We had gotten to the match that was right before, actually before the Luminaries. We're getting ready to talk about Theo and Noah Clover. What do you think about Noah Clover? Because I know he's one of the newer guys that's been coming in.
I've faced Noah twice now, I do believe, in Lethal Lottery and in one-on-one. He has, in my opinion, he's one of those folk that a lot of people don't know a lot about, that has this boundless potential. His moveset's very unique. Like, I like to, like, assuming my opponent is not mean or a horrible person, I try to talk to them after the match. Noah, I was able to once. A little bit heated because, of course, I beat him with the stroke, mind you, and that's something he can never forget. But we spoke a little bit, and I asked him about his influences and all his different moves, like that swinging end of days of his, that his finisher being a single leg stick kick. His that unique spine buster type maneuver he does, and he just tells me where he inspires him. He has such a unique mind for wrestling. Like, he's looking at me and telling me people I would have seen on 2007 WWE Superstars, and some people it's like, that's funny, but to me that tells me he's a student of the game. I think Noah, once he gets his footing here on Thursdays, I think he'll definitely. I think sooner or later we'll see him in some form of title contention.
Yeah. And what do you think about Mr. Theo? Let's just go through all of them because
let me get my crawl up here.
Get your crawl back up, Reb. Okay. Here we go.
On my zero, I would like to say on my 0-1 main card debut, I teamed Bradley against Devontae and Theo. And Theo is so mean. Theo is probably one of the toughest hitters I've ever been in the ring with. And his skill is, you can't deny it. I mean, he's really good. There's a reason that Trauma Unit is as dominant as they are. Aside from at War Games, may I remind you, where they in fact lost. But Theo is someone that I think I need to size up with in a singles match sooner or later. And what that outcome is, whether I end up injured because of how hard he hits, or I get thrown around, tossed around like a pizza. Either way, I think that he's going to be a very good toughness test for me, if you will. And I got, at the end of the day, as much as I dislike Trauma Unit, I think all three members are really good competitors. And honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that they're so in their head, they wouldn't have to do all this cheating and numbers game. But alas, here we are.
Yeah, alas, here we are. Yep. Yes. Well, and then the next match was your little buddy, was the Luminary versus Scott Stanley. Now, I'll tell you what, I was impressed. The whole match was great.
Yes. So I'm gonna let you on a little secret here. That dive that one Scott Stanley did the Luminary into that table. Luminary scratched up their side very bad. When we had met up after through our silly ways, they had shown me it, and they are such a trooper for being able to get that match because it's like, I don't know if it was picked up on Friday and Anarchy, but it looks pretty bad. But Luminary is someone who I meet them not week for a long time, but we knew about each other through Twitter. How they've still not told me. It's something to do with Brown, I think. But I haven't followed. I've kind of very much followed her for about 3 years before we eventually got close. But they have always been very impressive. Their work's always been just so good to me, and it upsets me more people don't know about them. I'm hoping eventually they quote, if you will, see the light, and they can start appealing to the fans a little more, because right now they're still being a little mean, but each their own opposites attract, as you said.
Yep.
Scott Stanley and the new guys as a whole, with Bosch, I don't know a lot about them as a team because, again, I'm very new here, but everything I've seen of Scott and Bosch has been so incredibly impressive. And honestly, I think, as a team and outside of it, of being a tag team, they are, I think they are both great singles competitors and even more dangerous tag team. I do believe tomorrow. Yes, I do believe tomorrow the Light faces the new guys in tag action. So I do believe that's a match that Zero1 management has been wanting to put together for a long time. So obviously, it's always a very weird situation for me when I want to root for friends of mine backstage. Like Stanley and Bosch have been so incredibly kind to me since I've shown up here. It always put in a very weird position where I have to choose between cheering for my romantic partner or these two friends of mine. So I'm, of course, torn, but
that's when you play one of my tricks, which one of my tricks is you just sit there and you're completely quiet through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't say anything.
See, I feel like, as everyone has, probably anyone who's looked up in the rafters during the shows has noticed, I tend to stare very lovingly at the Luminary, so I feel like I am a little bit too biased at times, to the point that my good boy Bradley and my good friend Chris Parker came up to me after a tag title match and was like, "Hey, I thought you were gonna root for us." I had to explain to them I was gonna, but
I had good intentions.
I had great intentions.
No, technically, you didn't root against them.
I didn't root against them, technically.
Yeah.
I cringed when they got beat up. I looked over at Who did I look over at? I looked over at Ashton. I nodded my head disapprovingly. Like, what Luminary did was really cool, but I don't approve of it because those are my friends.
Yep, totally get it. So, of course, Luminary did win, which, like we said, was a good match. We already talked about your match. Then we had ATM versus Jake Bosch. I was super excited. We have a babyface ATM.
Yes, yes.
And I love this. I love this.
I will say the scheduled match for this that past week was supposed to be me, Ashlyn versus ATM and DLC. Now, due to circumstances outside of anyone's control, Ash had to pull out, which is why this match ended up happening. And as ATM had that change of attitude, he's been so lovely. Sorry, I'm messing up my own words.
That's all right.
But he's been so lovely. Just have backstage and talk to, and he's someone that I've gone to for advice on things, and I'm just very appreciative that he had that change of heart, because when I first showed up, he was a pain to be with backstage. He was so mean.
Hey, Reb, throw up that comment from Bari, if you would, please.
Okay. I will say, though, ATM is probably one of our favorite guests we've had on this show, though, Minderz.
Yeah, but he was a jerk then.
If not entertaining. Yeah, that was heel ATM, and he was still damn entertaining.
He's such a jerk, but he's so entertaining. He's all that talent.
There you go. Our buddy Barry Sinclair. We've seen the Luminary since their first match. We saw them. The first time I saw the Luminary was when they were fighting in Homer as the Jacques and Bach connection, which was hilarious.
I love asking the Luminary about their very early career, because they the way they talk about their vessel and how they used to be is very very
different.
Very different. At one point, they were Canadian supremacists. And I was like,
"Yep."
That's how I found out I was dating a Canadian. I can't believe it.
That was when he was Jacques and the Bach connection. He was Canadian, and we were like, all right.
They are still Canadian technically, but I don't know. I don't know if the crown changes like their nationality necessarily.
And then we had Hellboy the Glitch versus Tommy. We've renamed the Glitch. He is now Hellboy the Bellboy. But
Hellboy, let's go.
Well, he would push the luggage out for Rain that had the crown in it, so we call him Hellboy the Bellboy. See, there it is.
Yeah. Hey.
This is stuff we come up with. This is how bored we are.
We have a lot of free time.
We have a lot of free time. But Tommy, and I mean, come on. Tommy. You can't bet against Tommy.
You can't.
Tommy's so good.
I was when I was going for number one contendership for that TNT title, I was a little nervous about facing one Tommy Davis, and that might be what cost me that match to begin with. But I first met Tommy at a nap show back in January. This was before I even decided to move to Indiana. I was up there due to circumstances, but I saw Tommy and I was like, "Oh, this guy's really good." And then I thinking to see him on Thursday, see him defend that belt, because I showed up as his title. I do believe I showed up as his title reign was just beginning.
Just starting.
Yes. So, and seeing all of his defenses, seeing the people he's beaten, it's been very impressive. And I hope the Glitch is okay, because the way Tommy hit that Tiger Driver that night.
Oh, don't worry. ATM is taking out the Glitch once.
Yeah.
that kick that the ATM does to the head in the corner, that didn't end well for the Glitch one night.
I have somehow yet to cross paths with the Glitch. Either it's gonna happen eventually, is yet to. So I may also have to concuss him a little. There you go.
There you go.
Just for the sake of sportsmanship.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So main event last Thursday was Devontae had his open challenge, and it was anybody but Joey. Why does this sound familiar? This sounds so familiar. Didn't Conley or Joey have a anybody but Conley open challenge?
He did. Yeah.
So, it's come on, guys. But
by the way,
anyway,
Minderz, you called it though, Minderz. You called it last week. You said it was gonna be Quest.
I was so proud of myself.
Yeah.
But Quest answered the challenge, and the ending to that match was questionable.
Mm-hmm.
The finish was questionable.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. Quest had Devontae. He had him down for 3.
Yes. Yeah.
He did. Which makes me nervous because you know how Devontae's little attitude change. Yeah. You and I have been waiting for it. Reb and I have been waiting for the attitude change because we knew it was in there. We have been seeing his tendencies already. There were signs. And yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised at how well Quest did.
Yes.
He went the distance with Devontae. So
Quest has impressed a lot of people backstage. That's very nice to see. His springboard cutter, as someone who is very good friends with another person with a very good springboard cutter, is one of the very best I've seen. And that I'm not too sure what he calls it, but his low injection, everything Quest does is very impressive. I won't lie, when he hit that cutter at the beginning of the match, I thought it was over. I legitimately thought that he had Devontae pinned. And I hope in the future Quest gets to have a rematch, because I think, as we've seen, Quest could beat Devontae.
Yeah.
And dare I say, Quest could be the one to beat Tommy Davis.
Ooh, hot take.
Hot take.
You know what?
Hot take.
I think we look at Quest as like a singles competitor, but we also gotta acknowledge that he's an amazing tag competitor alongside Bradley. And I think once those two, they get a little bit more experience and they get on those main like Bradley's already been on the main card, but once Quest is there, I think they're a very serious threat for 0-1 in general, not just Thursday night throwdowns.
Yeah, we're excited to hope to see Quest on Saturdays eventually, because I think Quest would be really good on Saturday shows. So I'm excited to see what happens and where he goes.
Yes.
Well, if you want to know how tough that cutter is, just ask Bradley Todd, because he took it Thursday.
Oh, Bradley.
Oh, Bradley.
Oh, silly guy. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
You're going to walk up to him to shake his hand, and he's going to just be in so much pain still.
Probably. Well,
is Bradley the head referee in Edgewood, Minderz?
I think so. Well, unless
Matt Race is there.
Matt Race is there. Then I bet
Matt Race. Don't get me started on Matt Race. Matt Race is a very nice guy. I will in fact bully him though. That's one thing I think. That's another thing. One BA and I have in common is we enjoy making Matt Race's life nothing short of a living hell.
Hey, Reb, let's go through tomorrow night's card real quick with Gwen. So that way we can, I told Gwen probably half hour, 45 minutes. So we're pushing 45 now. And Gwen, you know what? It worked out perfect because I didn't realize you were in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually, when you said you were going to be here at 7, we started at 6 Central Time. We're in Illinois.
Oh, so, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I am a fool.
It worked out perfect. It worked out great.
I see, that's the thing.
Yeah, I totally did. I didn't realize you were in Indiana, or I would have told you. Oh, wait. Lisa Todd said he's fine, smiling through it. No, Bradley is head referee all times. Okay. Okay. But let's go through tomorrow's card.
Let's run this down here. First off, here we got Noah Clover and the Angler. I mean, the anglers shouldn't be that fatigued after last week.
Shouldn't be.
With, uh, so let's see. Minderz, we'll start. We make picks every week for
We make
Thursday
picks.
night.
Yep. So Gwen, you're going to have to make your picks. So start thinking about
putting you on the spot.
Or putting you on the spot. Well, obviously for your match, we know who the answer is going to be, so we're not concerned about that one.
I know my match got announced.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
But I think Noah has to win. The angler's too in his head. You know what? I think I know why angler's in his head so much. He's so focused on the idea of that fishing challenge with one Papa Pullman at tax return in August. He's just he's too scared.
We agree. We think it's going to be. We're looking forward to that match actually.
Angler won't listen to me, Minderz. I wonder if Papa Pullman will take my advice on what to do in that match.
Papa Pullman should. Okay, Reb, you have to tell Gwen because I know Gwen hasn't heard what your ideas have been.
Okay, so I don't know how much fishing you do. You're from North Carolina, so you probably know about fishing. But I suggested to the angler months ago that if he ever had like a no DQ match or something, he needs to get one of those big casting nets and just drop it on somebody from the balcony.
Yeah, exactly.
But he hasn't listened to me, so I wonder if Papa Pullman will listen to me if I suggest that to him.
Well, Papa Pullman's in the chat saying angler's going down.
Oh yeah.
So there it is.
Y'all don't know. Papa Pullman a real shooter.
We know. No,
you got a good shot in on Anakin at the.
Oh, that was a good shot at War Games.
Yes, big pop from me.
Now you need Reb. You didn't tell Gwen the rest of it.
Oh, the valet idea.
Yeah, there's more. He needs a valet.
I suggested the angler should get a valet named Annette. Now he chuckled, but he hasn't done it yet, so I don't know if he's.
We're still waiting for it.
Coward.
We're still waiting for Annette to show up. I'm going with Noah. I can't bet against Noah.
Yeah.
Noah has been high on our list here for a while, so.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm picking Noah on this one also.
All right, next match.
All right, next up. Here we go. Tag team match. Non-title, as I understand it. The Light and the New Guys. This should be excellent.
This should be excellent.
Just for the four guys in this match. But let's see. Minderz, we'll start with you here. What are you thinking?
All right. Gwen can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me.
Uh-oh.
Can't get mad at you.
Since you said it's non-title, I think the new guys are going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think this would be the way I would do it, is have the new guys win, so in that way the new guys can challenge for those belts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to see it. And I mean, they had the no DQ match that we picked as match of the year last year. The new guys did with the O'Neills. And the new guys just don't disappoint. They don't. But neither does.
Even though they almost ran you over with a truck.
No, that was Joey that was driving.
Hey, yo.
And that was when I was in a wheelchair and I couldn't get out of the way. So, but with respect to the Light, they're still on a great run. You can't bet against the Light either. But with the titles not being on the line, I'm going to go with the new guys.
All right.
I'm in such a compromised position. Always in a compromised position.
That's kind of what we do.
That's what we do here. We're good at it.
See, I feel like I have to give it to the Light. I mean, you just look at how they've been working as a team. Like, even like their tactics are not great, but they work, and it's to the point that Hippie Johnny almost won the TNT title.
That's true.
I think that right now, Johnny and Lumi are on a run that I don't think there's any stopping them. I think they're gonna beat the new guys, and whether it's for means I would agree with or not, it's out of my hands. But I feel like I have to, not just because of my relationship. I feel like just From my logic, I have to.
For your logic. Understandable. Hey, like I said, the nice part is that both these tag teams are good enough that you don't have to rely on a friendship or anything like that to decide. So, the Light beat Constant Headache, who beat the New Guys.
I like Chris Pullman's logic.
There you go.
Pullman's onto something.
Yeah. Reb, what do you think?
So here's how you play both sides of the fence here, Minderz. I'm picking the New Guys to win, but I'm predicting the Hippie's going to take the pin.
Okay. Makes sense. Like it. I'm okay with it.
But I'm kind of the same reason you said. I want to see the New Guys get a tag title shot.
I want to see them get a tag title shot. So since we won't get Constant Headache back for probably quite some time.
And we're still waiting on Country Air, too.
Yeah, well,
we can get Doc back.
Oh, did you see the post that Doc put up today?
I did.
Oh, he's breaking my heart. He's breaking my heart. He's getting antsy, but we don't want him coming back any sooner than he can. So,
nope. Especially with the knee, you don't want to take too little time.
Yeah, it's a knee. So yeah. All right, Reb, what's the next one?
All right, next up we got Trauma Unit taking on Quest and Bradley.
Hey.
Ooh.
I predict both of those fellas are going to get thrown a great distance multiple times in this match.
Who, Theo?
Yes. Theo's going to throw both of them.
Oh, I thought you meant they were going to throw Theo. My bad. Totally misunderstood. I can't. I love Quest and Bradley, but you can't deny Trauma Unit right now. You just can't. The only loss they have right now is just the War Games match, and no, you just can't. So what do you think, Gwen?
I really want to bet on my boys. We have a fucking handshake and everything. But
oh wow.
Theo is going into a world title match Saturday, correct?
That's true. Yes.
Devontae has the junior heavyweight title. Through my bias, I will root for Quest and Bradley, but in my heart, I'm gonna be real.
Here comes Devontae. We really didn't lose that. You know what? Devontae has a point.
Hey, Landon lost.
Because it was the little yappy dog that lost. So
hey,
see, there it is. There it
is. Yo, yeah, it was in the master lock. All right.
Yeah.
So obviously, issues with Devontae, but I will say this man did kind of make me laugh a little bit before our match.
Yeah.
But I think Trauma Unit's gonna come out on top, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Quest. I'm sorry, Bradley. I love y'all. Y'all are my boys, but
it happens. Red?
I agree. I say Trauma Unit.
I mean, not that we're scared to say anybody but Trauma Unit, but you know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm saying that because one of the guys is in the chat.
We're not doing that because Devontae's in the chat either.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, wow.
Hey, speaking of, we're talking about Trauma Unit. Happy belated birthday out to Theo.
Yes.
Because his birthday just happened not too long ago.
Just a few days ago. Yeah.
Just a few days ago. I think it was the 1st. So. All right.
Papa Pullman, even though Theo's body moves faster than his mind, they will still win.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next match.
All right. Next up, we have a 4-way number 1 contenders match for the TNT Championship. ATM, B.A. Malkin, Kenny Calix, and Hellboy.
I mean, yeah, the glitch. That was what you meant, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what am I going to do? Piss him off more at me?
I was going to say, he already hates you, so what's the point? Poor Gwen, every time she sees the glitch now, she's going to be like, all I see is Hellboy. I'm just going to
take it. I'm going to bring him a shirt that says Hellboy at some point.
I'm torn. I'm so torn between 3 people in this match.
I'm not. I know exactly who I want to win. Ever since Kenny beat Anakin at War Games, I've thought Kenny deserves something, a title shot of some way, because you look at how the caliber of wrestler Anakin is. The fact that Kenny has consistently beaten him, despite what happened last week, let's ignore that.
We'll ignore last
week. Ignore that. I think Kenny is definitely out to prove he is. I believe what he wants to be is the top prospect of the Midwest. And I think he has something to prove. And so I feel personally he's going to do whatever it takes to come out on top here.
Yeah. Red, I'm going last because I got to think about this.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I've always been a big supporter of BA. He's one of my favorites. I also
know.
like Kenny. But I think I'm going to pick ATM in this case. I want to see ATM and Tommy.
That'd be really good, actually. That'd be real good.
I mean, it would be a hell of a monkey wrench if Glitch won this.
It would
and
be.
Got another shot at Tommy.
It really would be.
Then you got to see if he learned anything from this past Thursday.
Yeah, see if he learned how to counter the Tiger Driver. The Tommy Driver, I think that calls it.
The Tommy Driver, yeah.
The Tommy Driver, there you go.
I'm going to shock everybody. I'm going to go with B.A. Malkin.
I
am. He's always called that his belt. Mm-hmm. And I think knowing that that's on the line, and you know what? I would love to see BA and Tommy run it back again because that was so fun. It was such a good match.
Is to my, this is before my time, or literally right before my time. It's my understanding that when Tommy Davis defeated BA for that title.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
And he never got his rematch.
No.
So
he's definitely going into this
with a chip on his shoulder and his attitude way up. So
and BA's got I'm trying to remember who he's got at Summer Beatdown Saturday.
I forget who he has. Hold on, I'm looking. You keep talking.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead. We'll move on then to the last match I have on the list here, and that is, let's see, Max W. House and LDLC. And
hey, look, he has his mask there, but he sure doesn't have it right now.
That's crazy. Hey, DLC, I don't know if you're watching this or not. Where your mask at, bud?
Oh, Chris Cutler.
Chris Cutler, that's right.
Cutler.
Yes. If BA also has some pretty big matches coming up under the 0-1 umbrella. I believe that Paul Cade, am I correct on that?
Yeah, Paul Cade.
Mad Dog, Gary J,
and
then
tax return. He has Gary
J.
Return,
he has Gary J.
Yeah, he has some very big matches coming up. But DLC, you see what happens. You see what happens when you just trust random people.
No, that was all on DLC in that match.
That was DLC. That's your fault. That's on you.
Well, he shouldn't have tagged himself in. He shouldn't have kept tagging himself in. Multiple times. Yes. So it was all on him. So I'm glad.
You have to look at Camaro's face to know that was a bad idea after the first time.
DLC is young, and there's a very important lesson that I think Camaro's going to teach him about accountability. Acknowledging your faults, being able to recognize when you're in the wrong. And I hope DLC comes on the other side of this a better person as a result. It sounds like I hate him as a human being. No,
it's a teachable moment.
Reb, can we hope? Can we hope he gets yeeted up into the balcony?
He might be able to be.
It might be thrown up into the bleachers.
Yeah, might have to throw him up in the bleachers. There you go.
DLC was messing with my OCD on the Thursday because the mask was not matching the rest of the gear.
Yep.
It was so messed up.
What's crazy is we all noticed that. We obviously I didn't want to talk to him because I don't fuck with him. But some folk approached him. Were like, "Hey, where's your mask?" It's like, "Oh, well, Camaro has it." He had to acknowledge it again. He had to relive it. I love seeing that. Honestly, that made.
You're there Saturday, right? You're there Saturday?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Oh, wait till you see the sign I have set up for DLC. I don't normally make DLC a sign, but I'm going to this time.
I'm gonna track it down.
I'll make sure to send you a picture of it before he rips, because he just might rip it up. It might be he might rip it up.
Listen, you gotta watch that spicy Latin temper his.
Yeah.
One thing about DLC is I I don't think he will. I think he might actually. He's a little silly. He's
All right, Reb, I completely forgot. Who's
talented.
DLC fighting again tomorrow night?
Max W. House.
Max.
Oh, Max.
Yes.
Max needs something. Max needs something. And right now, DLC's concentrating on Camaro. So maybe tomorrow night Max gets a win because Max needs it. He needs it.
Mm-hmm.
We've been saying this for a while.
I think Rob has said that much about Max.
Yeah.
That he needs to get off the snide a little bit.
I've made attempts to speak with Max backstage recently, and there's just, I don't know. I worry about that kid because, like, he's been, yes, obviously all the coffee. He has a caffeine addiction, but also it seems like he's becoming a little disillusioned with who he is as a person because of all these losses. And I just really want him to win. It's not just because I hate DLC. It's because I really want to see Max succeed because I think he's from what little I've seen. I saw a lot of all that.
That's what I saw too. We all
he's
popped
on to
at the same
something.
time.
He's on to
it
something.
tonight.
He's on to something. But I think Max. I really want Max to come out on the other end of this as the victor, and begin to build up some momentum for himself because he deserves it. He works hard. I can't say I know too much about him. We've had very few interactions, but I enjoy what I have seen of his.
Reb, I'm throwing it out there. I'm ready for a Max W. House heel turn. I want him to honk somebody in the head with that coffee cup so bad it's not even funny.
I don't know if y'all know this reference. There's a story one Kevin Owens told on a show where he threw a ceramic mug at a wall, and rather than it shattering, it stuck into the wall. Hear me out. If Max threw that at DLC, do you think it would stick in him? Or do you think it would shatter?
It might just bounce off his head.
It might just bounce off. Who knows? Hey, speaking of
one Kenny Calix.
That is Kenny Calix. I was just gonna say your buddy's in the chat.
Hey.
He's gonna be mad at me when he hears earlier who I picked to win his match.
And I'll have you know, you were my pick to win the number one contenders match.
I mean, Kenny's going after he's going after the junior heavyweight because he won that.
Got his title shot.
He's got his title shot.
Kenny 2 belts.
Hey, we tried to get Kenny 2 belts when he had the tag team belts, and there was another one. Oh, when
he was going after Theo.
He was going after Theo. That's right. We were trying to get him Kenny 2 belts then.
Now, it should be pointed out, even if we don't pick Kenny, that doesn't mean we're against Kenny winning.
No, not at all. There's only one person in that 4-way match that I'm against winning. There's only one person.
How many guesses do I get?
One. And we showed. There you go. We showed a picture of him earlier. We know.
Yeah, you did it just the night.
I picked you to win. Remember?
I don't think we. I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't address that Kenny was firing on all cylinders in that triple threat match at Fallout.
Oh, he was. We sang his praises last week because we had it was me, Reb, and Rob. We're all on the week before making picks. And I was the one that picked Kenny. Reb picked Zach. And then Rob picked Tommy. So we had one for everybody, and I was the one that won. I was pretty excited. Well, Kenny's the one that won. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
It should be pointed. Also appearing, they sent me one of these also here.
Nah, there's where Gwen's at.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Chloe, Tommy.
Oh yeah.
You're in the also appearing.
That's the hopes I see there, Minderz.
That is.
Ashley Alexander, Anakin Murphy. So that's some cool possibilities just out of that group alone there.
Well, and I'm sure.
Hello.
Oh yeah, that's Noodles. This is her second.
She may show her butt. I'm not.
Yeah, she'll probably show her butt. So
whoa, hey! For free? For free?
for free.
The StreamYard? Come on, man.
Yeah, as long as she has an OnlyCats.
Yeah, she has an OnlyCats. But
Are you gonna
Gwen,
behave?
thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're so
cool.
excited to have you on. And anytime you want to come back on, you just let us know. You can probably talk to. Shoot, one time Kenny got off work early and he called and said, "Hey, can I be on the show?"
Yeah.
And we brought him in.
It was the day
So
we didn't have a guest, so
we
he
didn't
just
have a guest, so
he
we
just
brought
jumped
him
on.
right in.
Would you get away from the keyboard?
Oh.
And I do know we have Anakin coming up right before the tax refund show to have it
Yes.
promoted. So anytime
Yes,
you want to come on, you just let us know if you got something you want to
listen.
talk about.
Listen, about Papa Pullman, I'll try. But let me lay on a little secret about the tax return show. I am currently on the run from the IRS, so I can't give out my location or anything like that at the moment. But it's to my understanding that whatever I'm in, because I believe it's not been announced yet, if I win it, the IRS will leave me alone.
Ooh,
So,
you better win then. You better win.
Yeah, I better win, because if folks, if anything happens to me, it's Tim's fault. He called the IRS on me. I'm calling it now.
All right, sounds good to us. But yeah, anytime you want to come back on, you just let us know. You're more than welcome.
Yes.
Of course. Thank you.
And where can everybody find you on your social media?
You can find me on most platforms: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Gwen Neodonna. You can find me occasionally streaming on the bodyslam.net channel alongside my Goon Squad friends and the We Are Q Cuties Twitch channels. I'm trying to think of where else. I think that's it, actually.
All right. Well, if anybody wants to catch you, that's where they'll catch you at. And Gwen, thank you again for coming on. And we'll remember for next time that you're in a different time zone, so we can work this out better.
Of course. Of course.
All right. Thank you so much, Gwen. You have a good evening.
You too.
Bye. That was fun.
Well, that worked out well, with time zones and everything.
It did, especially when I was.
May I help you?
She wants to show. Oh nope, she's sitting on her butt. So now
she's
not showing her butt. So
and keep knocking over Fonzie's whistle with your tail.
All right, Reb. Do we want to pay bills?
Let's pay some bills, then we'll get into what we're gonna
get into
see
Saturday.
On Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, we are back, all three of us, and
hey, I don't have anybody scratching at the door tonight. She went with Mom over to Aunt Linda's, so.
Oh, okay.
She's like, you ain't going anywhere in that car without me.
That's where you give that dog a complex being gone for 9 days.
I know, right? Poor thing. Hey, I got nose kisses this morning, so I was pretty excited. She's over her angriness. But all right, let's do this. Why do you look perplexed?
I'm not.
Okay, well, all we see is your big shiny head. Your buddy hasn't been in the chat tonight. That's weird.
I know. I'm not complaining.
I am.
All right.
I wanted your buddy in the chat tonight.
I'll get all I can handle out of him on next Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm excited.
All right. Anyway, Fallout or Summer Beatdown.
Okay.
Summer Beatdown. West Vigo Community Center, Terre Haute. pretty stacked card, Minderz. We got some new faces coming in on this one.
Sorry,
And
I'm talking to our guest. My bad.
oh, it's all good. For those that were wondering, if you've never actually seen Noodles' face, you only see her butt or her top of her head in the camera, like right now.
I was gonna
There's
say,
her
are you gonna
face.
show it? Oh, it's great. I'm loving all
Cute as a
the
button.
stuff all the stuff you have in the background is fun too.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, what do I have in there?
Well,
Oh, let's get a look at. They have the bodies and Dusty and the whistle and all that stuff.
Yeah, and your Bigfoot cup.
Yes. It's too big to drink out of, but it's very handy to keep my pins in.
There you go. All right, let's do this.
All right.
Let's make some.
Summer
let's do
beatdown.
some picks.
All right. We'll start off here with tag team Devontae Knox, Casey Jackson representing Trauma Unit taking on LDLC and Kid Riot. They actually didn't function horribly as a tag team if it wasn't for pissing off Camaro.
True.
At the last show. But I think you'll agree. I don't think you can bet against Trauma Unit here.
How about this? I won't bet against Trauma Unit.
No. And this is a different. Usually it's Devontae and Theo teaming up, but this time you're getting Devontae with the Super Vet with KC.
Well, here's the thing: Kid Riot's been around for a while too. So you got 2 Super Vets, and then you've got Tay, obviously.
One youngin, and then you got Devontae.
Exactly. You got the youngin, and then you got Devontae. So
yeah,
I'm going with Trauma Unit.
I'm curious to see how Devontae and Casey do like as a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
But
I have no doubts they will be fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be good.
They seem to listen well to each other now.
Yeah.
So
since Jimmy's not on the show, are you wearing your Trauma Unit shirt Saturday?
I don't have a Trauma Unit shirt.
I thought you got a Trauma Unit shirt.
No, Bari has a Trauma Unit shirt.
I
haven't decided what shirt I'm wearing yet. I don't know. Let's see who else on the card. I'll see who I think is worthy for me to wear their shirt. Probably Kenny's, honestly. Isn't Kenny on the show? Is Kenny not on the show?
He might be on the flyer, but I don't think he has a match announced yet.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, moving on here.
Moving on. You know what? I could wear my Devontae shirt. I could wear my Iron Cake shirt. I'll wear my Iron Cake shirt.
All right. The Shotgun City Sheriff Minderz, the Clydesdale himself, Clayton Clark, taking on the Luminary, and I don't think I want to tempt fate and call him a Lumi to their face.
Yeah, no. We're going to leave that one all up to Gwen. Gwen can have that one. I thought that was great, though. I thought that was a nice little inside to see behind the curtain a little.
Peek behind the curtain, yeah.
Yeah, peek behind the curtain.
All right, so Luminary, Clayton Clark, Minderz. 2 of your faves.
I'm going to go with Clayton Clark.
You're going Clayton, okay.
I'm going to go Clayton Clark.
Now, usually you don't care for Clayton.
No, I don't. But then we found out he was a corny guy.
He's a corny guy, yeah.
He is a corny guy. So I'll swallow my pride a little bit. And I'll go Clayton Clark.
Okay. I am a fan of Clayton Clark, but I'm going to paraphrase ourselves, Minderz. You can't bet against the Luminary.
But the title's not on the line, so...
No, but Hippie's going to be there, and...
I know.
Where's Hippie's match? Who's it?
You probably did. I'm going to look to see, because as you go, because I think they do have all the matches up.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I lost it, but I thought I had them all on there. But there we go.
We missed MJF. We're going to have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably be the one part of the show I watch.
Hey, it's at the beginning.
That's refreshing.
That is refreshing.
How many shots is he going to take at WWE in that promo?
I hope a lot.
I hope none. He's better than that.
But
just more tribalism. Anyway, all right. So you pick Clayton, I picked the Luminary for that one there. Let's talk about his tag team partner, Hippie Johnny, taking on Bradley. the logo was blocking the finger. You can't see his finger.
Oh no! It's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. But I'm going with. Are you going to take that off? I'm going Bradley, because we know how much I like Hippie,
or Hipple, as you called him the other day.
Hippie. Mm-hmm.
Hippolytus Johnny. That's his full name.
Who you going with there, Reb?
I'm going to go Hippie because I'm willing to bet that Luminary is going to be in his corner. And if I know Hippie Johnny, he's going to take a trip south of the border, if you know what I mean, and try to ring some bells.
Probably.
So
That's
Bradley,
true.
wear a cup.
Bradley, wear a cup. We know you listen to this show.
Yes.
We're giving
you
you
never
advice.
listen to anything we tell you. Listen to us
Because DLC
now.
didn't listen, and we see where that got him.
I got him faceless.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we move on, Minderz?
Yeah, let's move on.
All right. Number one contender. Well, not number one contender. Heavyweight contenders match. So I don't know when the winner of this match will get their shot, but Victor Analog and Tommy Davis. And this is a victor we've been waiting for, Minderz.
This is the victor we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for this victor, and we kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
Kind of. We saw some tendencies.
Yes, and for those that follow St. Louis Anarchy, Victor's got a new buddy down there, Minderz.
He does. In fact, that was the match I was watching before we started our show. So, because you know who they fought, right?
I don't.
Our guest from last Tuesday and his good old buddy.
Last Tuesday.
Not Aaron.
Oh, okay.
It was Unsigned and Don't Care versus Victor and Jake Parnell.
Jake, yes. Very interesting. I like the idea of Jake and Victor teaming up, but maybe we can get that in 0-1 sometime. But let's get back to this match, Minderz. Victor and Tommy Davis. This has every possibility of stealing this whole show.
This is one that I'm already thinking we need to watch really closely for a possible contender of match of the year.
Uh-huh. It could happen.
You know what? I'm going to go with my heart and not with my head. And I'm going to pick Tommy.
Oh, interesting. I would love to see a Tommy Davis Mad Dog Conway match for the title for sure.
I would too.
But I got to go Victor here.
Like I said, I went with my heart instead of my head. So
yeah.
My head keeps saying Victor just because the new change and everything else. But man, Tommy's been busting his ass, and he earns.
He has. Absolutely has.
He's due. He's due. So I'm gonna go Tommy.
Main event Tommy. All right. So that's the fourth match we talked about. I believe we have 6. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything.
I think you are.
I'm worried about that. Let's see.
Well, keep going, because...
Oh, yeah, I think I am. I think I found it.
Okay.
I don't think I had the VA graphic there.
Gotcha.
All right. So, next up here, we've got Joey O'Reilly versus Ace Perry, Minderz. The Roughneck and the Black Diamond.
Yep. Who are you going for on this one, Reb?
Oh, make me go first, huh?
Yep, sure am. Because this is the one I've been back and forth on so much here lately.
This one's a total pick'em.
It is. It really is. I know who I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
But here lately, Joey and I have been getting along. So.
You know what? I'm going to say Ace. I'm going to say Ace Perry's going to take this.
I'm going to join you. I can't bet against Ace. I can't. After his match with who was it that we saw him with at
it was him and Shaza against Trust and Nixie.
No, at Hybrid. Who did we see him with?
Mercer.
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 Yeah, Shea Mercer. After that match, I can't bet against Ace. I can't.
Okay.
I love Ace.
Ace is awesome. Also, friend of the show.
I'm just really glad that people are starting to recognize him, because I still remember the first time he came to 01. I popped crazy. I was so excited. And everybody just looked at me like I was from another planet. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. He's so good. And that was 2 years? A year ago? 2 years ago? So,
Now,
might
we're
have been
not going to
before COVID, actually.
Ace is going to be there, but we're not going to get to see this image, Minders, because Rob is not going to be there Saturday.
No.
He'll be there in spirit.
God, does that mean Hollywood is running the show?
I was wondering if Hollywood's going to be the ring announcer.
Okay.
If I had the pipes, I'd volunteer, but I don't know if I have the voice for ring announcing.
Yeah. Oh, God, does
Let
that mean
AJ
we
do
get
it.
Chan? Does that mean we get Chan?
We may get Chan. I don't know. Terre Haute is his town. Just ask him.
I know. You ask him. It's really kind of funny, though, when him and Rob are there. Rob kicks out.
But he might actually get to do the whole show, because usually ZDP beats him up and
That's
takes him
true.
out.
That's true. All right, let's move on. So we picked Ace.
All right, we both picked Ace. All right, here we go. B.A. Malkin versus Chris Cutler. I've only seen Chris the one time, and that was against Clayton Clark at Hybrid.
Right.
I got to go B.A. here.
You know it hates me to say it, right? It doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right.
Well, you did buy the man's pants.
I did. So I guess I'll go with BA. Have you noticed I haven't called him his other names since War Games?
You mean this one?
Wait, Lincoln, say it louder so they can hear it. That's what BA stands for, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one. I don't know if they're going to join us Saturday or not. I haven't heard from them in a while.
I hope so. I like Lincoln.
I do too.
He's a good egg, that Lincoln.
He likes me.
Yep. He's your buddy.
He is my buddy.
Barry and I had to rescue him from peril at the last Hybrid show. He was during the Ace Mercer match when they're spilling out.
Yep. We had to use you guys as human bodyguards.
We were human shields.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's talk about what I can only assume is our main event, Menders, because I think this is the only title match on the show. Excuse me. That's for the 0-1 USA Heavyweight Championship. Mad Dog Connolly defending against Theo White. And it's very possible that Connolly's going to have to deal with the entire trauma unit in this case.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's trying to wrangle Mad Dog is like trying to tackle a Tasmanian devil sometimes.
Yep. Theo, I know it was your birthday. I'm sorry, bud, but yeah, I can't go against Conley. I can't.
I have
not
to
yet
agree.
Anyway. Not
There's
yet
gonna
anyway.
There's going to be a lot of fuckery in this match, because Trauma is going to do everything that in their power to make sure Theo walks out with that belt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, we talked about Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We talked about. Oh,
Victor
I see what he's saying though. Victor will be there too. Victor
yes,
I see what he's saying.
Yes.
Now that you said, I was like, oh wait, yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Duh. So it could be all kinds of shenanigans in this main event.
Hey, you know what? He could go out and attack Conley. Victor could, because maybe he wants Conley to keep that belt because he wants to beat Conley.
I think the issue. Victor says the issue is the belt, but I think there's a part of him, because they go as far back as those two guys go. You think he wants the shot at Connolly.
They go a long way back. Long way.
Yes.
That's true.
Might be fighting five. I don't know if Chris O'Brien's going to be there. 1, 2, 3. So I got 4, but Chris might be there. You never know.
Yeah.
but I don't know how good a one-armed man's going to do fighting Mad Dog.
Well, hey, how long did Orton do it? How long did Cowboy Bob do it?
That's him fighting jabronis like Hogan. I'm not talking. We're talking Mad Dog Connolly here.
Bait. Oh, Papa Pullman. Oh, Papa Pullman.
What are we gonna do with him? All right, so that's all the matches that I have for Summer Beatdown Saturday. Don't forget on the 21st we are going to have Paint the Town Purple 2024 in Charleston at the Villas of Hollybrook. And I'm trying to remember. Has anything been announced for that yet, Minders?
No, not yet.
Okay. Then the next day on the 22nd, Saturday Night Explosion 2 in Edgewood. Both of these shows are free admission.
Hey, take
so
down
just
our
so you
little
know.
thingy so you don't have it covering up Theo's face.
Oh yeah, we don't want to piss off Theo.
Yeah, don't piss off Theo. Now put it back up.
All right, back up. There we go. There we go. And we do have a couple matches announced for this so far.
Let's just say, I got Joey and Devontae.
Right, which I believe is for the title from what we heard last week.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we've got Brittany Kay against Mercy, and Mercy will have Reign Victoria in her corner for this match.
I'm excited to see Brittany Kay again. She was fun.
Yes, she was very impressive when we saw her.
Yes.
And then the day after that, 23rd, there's a lot of wrestling that weekend.
A lot of wrestling that weekend.
We got the second Slider Showdown, the Prodigy Project, and or maybe the Prodigy Project.
No, it's the Prodigy Project.
I like my way better.
You always do.
And because I'm a gracious host, we are going to have CMC next week to talk about this show. Maybe try to get a scoop for some matches.
I get to have lots of fun next week then.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is he on next? Yeah, it's him then Devontae, right?
He's on. Yeah, TMC on the 11th. Devontae is on the 18th.
Okay. Are you sure?
Or is it the 12th and the 19th? The 12th and the 19th. I'm getting my days mixed up.
Yeah, because we got heck of some crazy things coming up on the JTR 01 channel or 01.
Sorry, the month of legends.
Yes, it is our month of legends. I'm so excited because last night was a blast.
Oh, it was so fun.
Hey, even for me to say,
to go on YouTube.
Even for me to say, Reb, I'm going to let you lead part of this, and then I got to help. I did get a help last night. I was so excited.
Did I play it cool? Do you think, Minders?
Yeah, you didn't fanboy out too much. Although I'm really scared how we're going to do that first week of July.
Oh yeah, because
we both might
John Nord
fangirl and fanboy out.
Should we show him some tape of Connolly?
Yes, let's do it. Although, here's the thing though. Conley reminds me of a shorter Brody.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's not exactly Berserker, but Nord was a very Brody-ish character in the 80s.
Yeah, he was.
Nord the Barbarian.
He was. So, yes, maybe we should show him some stuff of Mad Dog. Maybe we should let Mad Dog know. Maybe we should let Mad Dog know he's going to be on.
Maybe.
Then maybe Mad Dog will have something he wants us to show him.
Maybe Connor would be in the chat for that episode.
Maybe.
You never know.
Never know.
Let's talk merchandise vendors. Zero1 USA merchandise available at all the shows. T-shirts, water bottles, travel mugs, coffee mugs, tumblers, keychains, stickers, all kinds of good stuff there. At the gimmick tables, and then if you want something special, I think they can make T-shirts at the tables. I think they had the screen printing machine there, so you can get some good stuff there. You can get the Get Your Shit Moved shirt. You can get the Fighting Athletes shirt. You can get. I'm assuming the OG Reign Victoria Cornfed Hero shirt is still available.
They haven't told us any different, so
no. But we do have the new EOE shirt available at the tables. Still modeled by Glitch during his matches.
He didn't this last week.
He didn't? I thought he had the blue one on.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Is he in the doghouse with Rain? Because
I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably.
I'll have to wait and see. Get the
He's not
OG,
winning, so probably.
Well, no, yeah. You get the 0-1 Army shirt for all you KISS fans. You get the 0-1 USA versus everyone. Or you can go with the TNT logos. You can get this one here. You can get the Lucha style. And then don't forget patreon.com/01 USA, $5 a month. And you can get all the Thursday Night Throwdown shows. And then I believe the October show just got dropped on
I
there
think it
this
did
week,
too.
Minderz.
Let me just double
Which I believe
check.
was I think that was the first Joey Connolly match. Was the main event on that one.
Let me just double check here real quick.
Yeah.
Patreon. Yep. Yes, it was. 01 USA 17th anniversary October.
Yes.
I wish it would tell me like who all was on there.
She's so excited. She's watching the show now.
Right? Uh-oh.
What'd you do? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm sending you this though. Papa Pullman's on it tonight. That's all I gotta say. Papa Pullman is on it tonight, and I love it. You just got it.
Oh my! I think I need to share this, Minderz.
Wait, Papa, can we share it?
Permission to share.
Permission to share.
But in the
What else
meantime,
do we got?
Thursday Night Throwdown every Thursday in Edgewood at the 01 USA Dojo. $7 to get in, $20 for the punch card. Doors open at 7. And yeah, it's always fun when we go there, Minderz.
It is,
Get
and
to see the young guys progressing.
Oh, I got a thumbs up. You can share it.
All right, so Papa Pullman just sent this to Minderz. What does that say, Minderz?
It says Papa.
Does it say Papa? Okay.
Yeah, he's signing.
It's hard
fish
to write
now.
on a. It's hard to write legibly on a fish, so I wasn't sure.
Right? I'm pretty sure it's bait.
Catch of the day.
Catch of the day. Well,
So like we said, next week we got CMC. The week after that we got Devontae. And then
don't forget Tuesday, not this next Tuesday, the following Tuesday, we have Zach Gruber.
yes,
right?
Zach Gruber's coming on the 18th on Jumping the Rail on the Tuesday to talk about Parkade. So join us there, get all the information for that. And is there anything we're forgetting, Minderz?
I don't think so.
All right, that's good.
Unless you can think of something.
I think we have covered everything.
Huge shout out to Gwen Neodonna for coming on and joining us tonight. Thank you so much.
Very entertaining chat.
We got to have her back on soon.
The timing
Hi,
is
Michaela.
impeccable, Michaela Kanoy.
Well, your timing's impeccable. We'll have to get Gwen back on sometime soon.
Yeah.
So,
right.
And happy Pride Month to everybody. That's the big thing.
Don't forget Gold Rush this Friday. Myself and Joe Sinclair on YouTube talking about the WWE United States Championship. So that might be a long one because there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of
people
them.
held that belt. I think I counted 45 different people held that belt.
Oh, jeez.
I told Bart he's a pack of lunch.
Shoot, you never tell me to pack a lunch, and we go 3.5 hours sometimes.
Hey, I think we did pretty good going just over 2 hours yesterday.
We did do very good last night.
Of course, it helps when the guest is right on, like at the very start of the show.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Man, that's awesome. We got to get him back. We got to get him. We need to get him and Assassin on at the same time.
Yes.
And fantasy.
Yeah, and fantasy. I was gonna say because last night he was on. I'm like, but we promised fantasy last time. She could be on next time.
We'll figure it out. I think Ricky's good either way.
Yeah.
Because we got to do a part 2 with Ricky because we didn't even scratch the surface.
He was so fun.
We're talking about the wrong show, Minderz. Let's get out of here.
We jumped the rail. Let's quit rambling and go watch AEW. Well, I'm gonna go watch AEW because I want to see MJF. But
I got some other TV to catch up on. Then I'll be listening to Bully Ray on Busted Open After Dark at 9 o'clock when he breaks it all down. Then I'll go to YouTube and pick and choose what I want to see out of it. So,
because you refuse to watch AEW right now.
I am on strike. It's like a hunger strike for a fat guy. I'm still gonna eat, but I'm not gonna eat a lot.
Gotcha.
It's like Hitchcock and Scully. They went on a hunger strike, but they were eating potato chips because it has no nutritional value.
Hey, I just got the bitch barn set back up, so that's where I'm heading.
Nice.
So.
Very nice. All right. Well, Minderz, I'm going to let you get to it. So until next week with the Prodigy CMC.
Prodigy.
For Minderz. I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong? For Minderz, this is Reb. Life is hard, work stiff, and we'll see you guys next week.